with Pabi Kgadima. She's helping me do my eyebrows. And it's, just a chit chat with you guys about how I make money on Instagram. I did a poll in the week where I asked my followers on Instagram what they would like my next vlog to be. And one of the options was, how I'm making money. All my money is coming from Instagram and referrals coming from Instagram. So the journey began in 2020, where I made the decision to fully invest in Instagram. I've always had this vision that Instagram is a platform that, one can make money from, right? And seeing influencers, seeing people starting their businesses and making money from Instagram kind of made it very clear to me that it is possible to make money on Instagram. And working in marketing and having the experience with, activations, brand activations, managing promoters, managing, at the time we didn't call them influencers, but ambassadors. It kind of got me thinking about why can't I put myself forward to make money on Instagram? What's stopping me if I have the mentality that is conscious of the fact that this is a platform you can monetize. I already loved the platform so much. I love taking pictures. For me, like the editing process is also very fun because I get to have like so much control in how I get to see my pictures come out, how I get to plan out my feed. So why not make money from this platform? And I was really fortunate because for me, it started with putting myself out there, obviously, showing up on stories daily. Like March 2020, March 2020, there was a month where I literally every single day I would get up and do a few stories a day where I spoke about branding. I spoke about how to market yourself. Stories work, guys. I think there's more power in stories than there is in your feed. I'm not saying neglect your feed, but stories, baby, they changed my life. You need to make time for them. But I also find the beauty in stories is that you don't have to overthink it. Whereas your feed, there's the whole curation side of things. You need to think about what you're saying because it stays on your feed. Whereas a story, it's a connection for that 24 hours. It's sharing your day. It's sharing what you do. And that's basically what I started doing. I started sharing tips on branding right at the beginning of South Africa's lockdown, COVID-19 lockdown. And in between the branding, I also started talking about what I do. And I think if you're trying to monetize any platform, especially Instagram, there's no point in trying to make money but not telling people, what you do or, letting them know that actually I've got a service that I can offer you or I've got a product that I can sell you. So that's one of the very basics that anyone wanting to monetize on Instagram needs to kind of keep in mind. You need to tell people what you do. And the confidence I built from doing daily stories allowed me to talk more about what I do, share more. So if I was doing an exciting project with the client, I would share it on my stories. If I was working on someone's media kit, I would share it on my stories. And from that, someone else would see my work and be like, oh, hey, I saw you posted a media kit. Can you do mine? I'm like, okay, sure. And then the more I would share, at first, I won't lie, for the first month, I wasn't getting like any feedback and I really thought it wasn't working. And then I started getting feedback with people just saying thank you. And I think for me,
you can continue.
For me, because I didn't know where the journey would go or would end up, the thank yous were so valuable. They were more valuable than actually being told, hey, for the rest of the year, you're going to be making money on Instagram. So the thank yous, thank you for the tips. You helped me. I've been following your stories for the past month and they've really got me thinking about things. It kind of pushed me to say, hey, this person has spent a month with me. They've respected me. They've respected themselves enough to spend a month following my journey, following the tips I've been sharing, I also need to respect myself and put myself out there more. So we're in a pandemic as well. I can't afford to just chill and hope the money will come. I need to tell people what I can do. So I started with doing stories where I say, I can help you with your pitch decks, I can help you with your business proposals. What else did I have in that story highlights? I just did like a list of services and pricing. Did I add pricing? I can't remember. But I did a list of services saying what I can do. And from that list, the very first time I posted it, I got 2 clients. And those were kind of like my first clients from the whole lockdown period. And I mean, it wasn't much, but in the first sort of week or 2 of putting out my pricing list, I think I made about like 7 grand from
That's
the 2.
money.
That's money, like money that I wouldn't have thought I would get just from doing an Instagram post, a story post. Fast forward into like May 2020, I got one of my really, how do I say? I got a client through a hashtag. I never thought that was possible. Like I always see like hashtag strategies, and I must confess I'm not a very big believer or fan in like hashtag strategies because I haven't found a way to make them work. I have picked up a few people from hashtags or people DMing me saying they picked me up from a hashtag. But I think maybe we put so much pressure on hashtags giving us followers that that's all I've been focusing on. So when this client found me through a hashtag, I was like, what? So she searched hashtag brand strategist, which I obviously used in a lot of my posts. I kept my branding tips highlight reel. So anyone who's new to my page could just hop onto that reel and see some of the tips I had been sharing. And she kind of stalked me a little bit. She's a lady based in the States. She's from Brooklyn, New York. And if she's watching it, she knows who she is. And yeah, we kind of got to know each other. I had a link in my bio. I used Linktree. I had my Linktree in my bio with a booking link. So I was doing like free consults, which helped me a lot. They helped me so much. The 30-minute free consult thing helped because you get to do, what do they call it? Generate leads. And that's how I generated a lot of my leads. So this client found me through a hashtag. She booked a 30-minute session with me so that she could obviously suss out if I'm legit. And from there, the relationship just kicked off. We worked on her project for a great deal of the year. She launched in October 2020, and we're good friends now. So it's not just about money. You know, you make friends. Pabi and I met online as well. And now she's doing my brows. So, I'm making money through Instagram. I started like that, and the basics for me are putting myself out there, doing my stories very regularly. I did notice that when I don't do my stories, when I don't share the work that I'm doing, I don't really get I don't get that many hits or interest in my work. Fortunately, because of the groundwork that I have put out there, I do get referrals. And it would be someone who's seen my work through one of my clients on Instagram. And Pabi is also a very classic example. One of her friends/clients, one of her friends actually, who's a potential client or future client of mine, saw one of the artworks I did for Pabi, and she's like, hey, how did you, and then Pabi gave her my details, and that's how I get referrals from other clients as well. They see my work, they refer. So for me, long story short, because I want to keep this one very sweet and short, is put yourself out there. It does take time to build up the confidence, but you need to be comfortable or allow yourself to get comfortable with showing up on stories each day and telling people, this is what I can do for you. It's that simple. You won't get like a truckload of clients right away, but you will get interest. The more you keep telling people, this is what I can do. I design. This is how you reach me. Show some of your work. Show and tell. People want to buy things they can see or they can feel or they can relate to. So showing your clients or potential clients / followers what you do gives you room to advertise yourself. And also, it's not just about finding the perfect client. Sometimes one of your followers is associated to someone who could be your client. So they may think you're amazing, and someone else will be like, hey, I saw this girl on Instagram, she's really awesome, she does media kits, do your media kit with her. So putting yourself out there, sharing your work, and most importantly, do good work. You know, there's no point in putting yourself out there and then people book you and they don't have a good experience. So if you push yourself to deliver and, you know, have happy clients, it's easier for them to refer your work. You know, there's no point in putting yourself out there and then people book you and they don't have a good experience. So if you push yourself to deliver and, you know, have happy clients, it's easier for them to refer your work. Because I won't lie, the last half of my 2020 was referrals. So the first part of the year was me pushing. The rest of the year was referrals, and that comes from the work you do. There's a saying that goes, let the work speak for itself, and I'm a true believer of that. Even if you can't always push actively on stories and Instagram, if you do really good work, the work is going to speak for you. The people that book your work are going to speak for you, and that's what's going to carry you through. So I've found clients through hashtags, or clients have found me through hashtags. A lot of my clients came through stories I posted. They saw something I did and then they asked me if I could do the same for them. And I've got 2 or 3 very long-term clients, so I'm on a retainer with them, and they got me they found me through a boosted post. So I did a boosted post saying I can do your social media management, or I can give your Instagram page a facelift, and that's how they found me. So there is power in Instagram. You just need to keep getting in there. It's not going to be perfect. It is a journey. You need to keep trying and seeing what works. Maybe stories won't work for you and boosted posts will work for you, or feed posts, IGTVs, reels, whichever sort of part of the platform feels comfortable and natural to you, go for it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I look forward to hanging out with you again next week. And if you want to, I don't know, chat, get to know each other, I am a big fan of Instagram. I think I say this a lot. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. And yeah, let's get to know each other. I feel so